least for the YouTube version of this, where it says episode 2 instead of 3. So the title should be correct. Thumbnail's wrong. I'll need to go back and fix that, I think. But yeah, here we are. We're still in Bale. We're at the place with the food. Probably just not as loud because I'm a little further away from my mic. Here. Turn that down and turn the gain up on my microphone. And we'll see how this works now. Alright. Rearrange some stuff. So. Alright. I'll have to start remembering to continue to adjust these things as we go. I should really start taking notes. What game, what settings. So, what did we do? We went to see our friends, and we completed the sequence with Lavitz's mom, right? We did all that, and we got the chest in the barn. We did that. Guess I can check the barn, because I think I just had a spam X, right? Like, it's been so long because I skipped a week because I was sick. The camera's a little off center. Now you can see my mic. I don't care if you guys see the mic. It's a pretty mic, see? Yeah. I think it's a little washed out in my camera. I don't like that, but hopefully at some point I can get my better camera set up. I just haven't quite figured it out yet, the settings and stuff, but it should have like an autofocus, and you can zoom it in a little bit more, have it wider. I was thinking about using it for a studio camera to kind of give you a studio setup of my, or studio shot of my setup, but that also requires figuring out how to declutter some of this stuff too yet, though. Oh, so yeah, I didn't complete it yet because we're still in town. I needed to save. Yes, we are ready. But we didn't check any of the shops. Right, we didn't buy... Or did we buy gear from the shops? Yeah, it's not like we don't get to... Like, we don't get to come back here, but I think the next time we come back here, it's under siege. Oh, spoilers. I didn't say anything. game's been out for 21 years though, so if you didn't know that already, then yeah, then you probably just didn't know it. I mean, you probably didn't have a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, or have access to a copy of the game, or even know about it. But this game is awesome. Don't really need to buy items, do I? Do they really have that many of everything? 1, 2, 3. More healing breezes would be nice. More body purifiers even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. Usually I keep like 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, so keep. Let's see, and this should tell me, I got 10 there, 11 there, so I need to sell one more. One more Angel's Prayer, and then I can get some Mind Purifiers. Well, I can get some Mind Purifiers now. I try to keep at least 2 of those. Reduced risk of encounter. I've never seen the point of this. Like, I mean, I guess if you wanted to get to like a boss without losing any health, but I mean, charm potions aren't very useful for me, in my opinion. So I could probably sell them too. I usually sell all my magics, which is, or have Shauna use them, but destroys minor enemies. Breeze. But you only get 2 gold for them, but they take up space. We need to sell an Angel's Prayer. There. Now we've got 10 and some free spots. Right. So off to an interesting start, right? Everyone likes to watch a stream about shopping in a game from 2000, which, I mean, if I feel bad because my I keep putting a retro tag on this, but like I feel like 20 years, so that doesn't really feel retro to me, so maybe I probably shouldn't use that tag. Because when I think of retro, I think like older than that. But that could just be because like I grew up playing this game. So maybe it just doesn't feel that old because I don't feel that old until I do feel that old. I explored all these places, right? And this was the weapon shop. Weapon and armor, and I'm pretty sure I did go here. Okay, that suggests I did not. Let's see. Broadsword. So, like, did I just decide to not look where I knew Stardust was? Because that's what it kind of feels like. Night Shield. I think there's a reason why I don't have the Night Shield equipped with Lavits. I think I might have something else. So yeah, we'll just end that. I think I have a poison guard or something. Alright, now we'll get a move on. Alright, mama. Yes, we are ready to leave. Sounds good to me. Sleep in a bed that we don't have to pay for. Just embarrassed to do it in front of his friends. See, that's a bit of dialogue I did not remember. So now we leave on our secret mission. New road. Ah! Rude. Nothing suspicious about that. Alright, north of Serdio. And we gotta go where? Is there a journal? Kind of like fight the dragon. It's too late on that, I think. Up to a war zone we shall go. To fight a bunch of villainous. It didn't pick up my last word when I really, like, dropped it. It must have just picked it up, thought it was background noise, and filtered it out. It's not very nice microphone. Town of Huix. Let's go to the HQ first. Kaiser of the 8th Knighthood must be waiting for us. Not really a town anymore, it's a fortification. No one wanted it, but it couldn't be avoided. Okay, now we get to be all creepy. Okay, so the yellow is our objective, but there are places to explore. I know Albert. Albert is my friend. Or a friend of a friend. Okay. Singing a song about singing. Singing it well, or at least very poorly. Also, wait, this is where I needed to go. We're gonna back out of there. Walk away. Hey, an angel prayer. I didn't just try to sell a bunch of those off recently. Now we creep through a person's house. Out of the way of the fire. There's always a stardust in the fire, right? Yeah. Anyway, back to my like retro game. Like, does anyone else think it's like, I don't know. Is it just me? Like, or is this allowed to be considered retro? I just feel like I remember when this game came out. So therefore, it's not retro, right? No? I mean, I guess there's other streamers that play games that are retro that they also remember coming out. But I guess best way for me to do it, I guess, would be to just quickly Google what classifies a game as retro, and then just, you know, go by what the, you know, definitive answer of the internet says. Let's do that right now. So one says a retro game is an old game. Vague AF. But there is still a lot of debate when exactly a system turns retro, which is what I'm trying to find out, so you're not helpful. The issue we still have is about Generation 7. I don't care about that. Okay, so this one says a retro game is a video game that was published on a console released in 2002 or earlier, such as the SNES, NES, Game Boy, Microsoft Xbox, PlayStation 2, and Game Boy Advance. So, wow. 2002, like that's the early light. That's like, isn't that the release of the PlayStation 2? So like, there won't really be any games on there. Either that or this game was a really late PS1 release. But I mean, I guess that's kind of aside from the fact, like, this would be considered retro by that definition. And that's not, like, the only one that's popped up either, saying PlayStation 1 games. PlayStation 2, no, that's not right. That's not accurate. Google. Alright, I promise I'm gonna stop doing this after this one last search. Oh, you're visiting a famous midwife. Yeah, so it says that the PlayStation 2 was released in 2000. So that's only 2 years of games that are considered retro on the PlayStation 2? It's weird. It's kind of a weird definition, but I think, yeah. The loose definition is like if they're hard to acquire, like physical copies and stuff like that, which PS1 games are kind of getting into that category, like getting a copy of like Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that, you'd be paying roughly 10 to 20 bucks, whatever. I think this one was only like 10 bucks. But again, it was a really it was like released the same year that the PlayStation 2 came out, so I mean, honestly, if that would have happened now, like game released the same year as a new console, especially since this is a studio owned by Sony, like they would have had a version available for the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2, right? Like, if this was like a PS4 release, or like being released at the same time as the PlayStation 5 coming out now in like a real new game, then it would have been available for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. But why wouldn't they do that? I guess probably, you know, logistically, the dev teams were probably smaller then, so patching it would have been difficult since this game probably started production well before they even had plans for a PlayStation 2. That'd be something interesting to look into, I think. Maybe, and yeah, maybe I will look into that too, because like, I'll make a note of it, and I'll look into it and I'll bring it up. I'll try to remember to bring it up the next time I stream this in a couple weeks. So let's see. Legend of Dragoon. Production start date. Was there a port for PS2? Why wasn't there? Because I mean, I can understand. Maybe they did port it for the PS2, but it was only in Japan. That could be a thing. And then we just got. But I mean, like, since the PlayStation 2 was backwards compatible, that's the reason why I'm thinking. Like, they figured, well, they'll buy the new console, and they'll already have this game, and they can just play it on that too. Which I mean, like, the power in the PlayStation 2 is basically all that was the biggest change. I'm trying to think, like, I feel like edges were smoother, like things didn't look quite as pixelated. So yeah, I don't know, but I mean, like, this is currently being played on a PlayStation 2. Load times had to have been a little bit quicker. I don't know. Something I've never thought about before. Oh, did I select a piece of dialogue that I didn't realize I selected? So now I gotta go to the kitchens? Tavern, maybe? No, that's not it. That's the church. She came out here. So, like... Oh wait, this is the old... There's the house with the lady, the midwife. Famous midwife. So anyway, according to a few sources on the internet, which has just opened up more questions for me, as searches on the internet do, I am currently playing a retro game, so it makes me feel a little bit better, and that means that Chrono Cross is also considered a retro game. So my retro games are retro games. Alright, so it's gotta be in here. But it's not. What am I missing out on? Like, what did I miss? Where am I? Oh, it's probably down in that barracks where I found that chest. It's the only other place I can think of. Should have paid closer attention to the dialogue this time, but I kind of shot right through it without reading it this time. So I was distracted talking about random stuff. She's not here either. Alright, forget about it. I'm leaving this town. Lavitz can have his little war games. So we're just supposed to go back in and... Oh, yeah, I just needed to talk to them. Did all that searching ahead of time, and then I went back and searched everything again. I wasn't paying attention. Oh man, and now I just realized that my camera's a little messed up. So we're gonna fix that. There. Now we don't have any spaces. That's better. Lock it in. It's because I was messing with the cat cam the other day. Just have so many issues lately. You are relieved of your duties, good sir. I think they may have looped that owl a bit too much. We get it, it's night. That would be why they're at the owls looping so much. Shit's going down. Suddenly things are on fire. To battle. bum, 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 bum. Alright, little stabby stabby. Level up, level 8, new edition, Burning Rush. Have I completed this current edition? Let's find out. Additions. Volcano. Nope, still got 10 more to go. Then we can switch over to Burning Rush. Yet that I have not trained quite as much. Big talkers are usually weak. Kind of setting yourself up for that one. Big talkers are usually weak as big talk. I wonder how well this is gonna go, because usually I do a lot more. Usually level 10 at the least by now. Icons are off. Something means at half health now. Oh yeah, now we gotta play the guessing game. Yep. Not the correct one. Well, you gave yourself away when you attacked, dude. Can't be that surprised. Oh, and I was being all cocky and messed up my addition. Alright. We'll go with the same position again. Yep, got it. First try. I think the next one's gonna be middle. If we get that far. Wham. Yeah, all done. Healing breeze. Giganta. Yeah, it's still not a dragon. Pretty close though, when you find out the legend behind it.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Basically, Conwell's just like Hagrid.
Go. Volcano.
But with a big axe instead of an umbrella.
Harpoon. Yes.
Oh. Alright, so if you mess up your addition, you get tossed. Kind of hit a wall there. He's really going to town on us.
Yes.
Oh, I messed it up again. Not too worried though. I'm still dealing more. Well, if I hit both my additions, I deal more damage than he does, it seems. Or about the same. Yeah, it looks about the same.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Well, just slightly more.
Harpoon.
Whap, whap. We'll be fine. We don't need to heal. Right? Who gets a game over in Legend of Dragoon at this point in the game? Not this guy. Ah, man, that gesture gets me every time. Because I totally didn't understand what it meant. Oh, snap. It's Rose! Oh, I don't know, 2000? I probably did. I probably did understand what it meant, I just never really noticed what it was. Rose has entered the arena. Ready? Fight. The legendary Red Dragoon has entered the arena. This is where shit gets real. Lavitz is level 8. The night of the dragon, the Dragoon was born. Ah, so tired. Nope, he said that out loud though. I like how they kind of give you some dialogue to make it seem like you can kind of pick out the relationships in this game, but really, the dialogue doesn't really have weight. I don't think they were that intuitive. Like, what was the first RPG to kind of like actually have your decisions hold weight? Was it the Mass Effect games, or because I know that the MMOs at this point were popping up everywhere, but even them, even they don't have a lot of weight to it. Did EA kind of have a corner on that market at first? Like, I'm trying to remember. Well, 'cause I mean, like, it's a mechanic that they carry through a lot of their different games. Like EA and all their different developers and stuff like that. There was Mass Effect, there was Dragon Age EA. Maybe, I don't think Dragon Age was EA. That was another big one though. That had some weight to your decisions. I guess old text-based games, like those were, there was weight to those decisions. You take a wrong turn and get ate by God. Text-based games. Those are... Now that's some retro gaming. But there's also some new ones that come out too, so... I'm also trying to remember, like, I think a lot of the games, the older games that I played, are actually not as old as I think of when I think of old games. Now we gotta go to beat the dragon. Summon the rest of the knights. We will assault the dragon's nest. We are beyond humans. We are beyond humans. The hot tower. You know, like. So I really don't know, man. Because I was trying to think of some other things to, like, add to this rotation, just so you don't see the same two games. But I mean, well, these are fun games. I'm fine with flip-flopping back and forth, and I mean, yeah. The one game that I'm kind of like thinking about, like, is my Sunday game. I keep wanting to be interested in the Dragon Ball Z DLC, because, like, it's different, but is it though? Like, the quests are a bit meh. But we've only done one stream. It's only 2 hours into the DLC. What you mean with the other DLCs was the whole DLC, essentially. Like, and those are super repetitive. So I'm just worried that this one's going to be super repetitive, and it's kind of looking that way. I don't really, I don't know. These are kind of more fun to like witness in person. So let's just say not much. Right now, I just feel like I'd be wasting stream time. I wasn't paying attention again to the dialogue because I was distracted. So yeah, I guess we're going to save. Then we're gonna do some training. I should have probably put a training tag into the stream, but well, buckets. Oh, we're leaving. Yeah. I'm mature. I'm okay. Let's get moving. So I mean, probably aren't gonna be able to train very well here. Being a forest there, that would be where we'd be able to train. Then we can pop out and should probably check to see where Harpoon's at in the additions as well. Because I hate wasting time training additions that I don't need to train if there's another one to go to. Because then I have options. Because they're fully maxed out. One more for Volcano. Oh yeah, Harpoon's done. And I have Spinning Cane and Rod Typhoon now too. So Spinning Cane is next. So enter the marshland. So yeah, if you have any retro game suggestions, I have the whole Switch Online catalog at my disposal. I mean, except for of course like the N64 and the Sega. I have a few PS2 games as well. So yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I'm willing to like look for ports or look for hard copies that I can play on my PS2, or I haven't gotten the Wii to work for some reason. It won't work with my current displays, so that will be a future one if I can get a display that is compatible. I don't understand why it's not compatible, but it's just not. But the Wii is also not really retro, is it? It's a couple generations ago. See, the last... I mean, the Wii's only, like... Last game that came out for the Wii was, like... Only a decade ago? Like, that's not... That's... It's definitely there. Right? Yeah. Like PS3 and Xbox 360 are about that old too, right? A little bit older than that. Well, no, I think they all three of those came out around the same time. I'll have to look that up too, but I'm pretty sure that was like 2007, something around there. Maybe 2005. Then PS4 and Xbox One. I don't know, like the generations, they just throw me for loops. Cause like, why do we need hardware updates so often? And then but I guess also like I shouldn't talk about hardware updates since when I play on my PC, like I'm looking for hardware updates already, and I just built the damn thing. Granted, the main hardware update is a graphics card that I'm looking for, which is good luck kind of scenario. I forgot to switch Volcano. Idiot. Right now I'm operating on a second-hand graphics card, so it's a bit outdated. It wasn't really. It's a step up, but not a huge step up from my laptop.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Get out of my way! I'll mess you up, man. I mean, there are graphics cards available, but they're the ones that are scalped, and I'm just not gonna support their. I did it again. Someone remind me to change that edition. I'm not supporting that thievery. Like. Yes, it would be nice to have a graphics card that can handle streaming a bit better. Because a lot of my frame drops and stuff like that on some of my other streams are because of that, I'm sure. And we have to retreat is what I'm going to select for now. And I mean, like some of the newer games that I've got on PC too, like they're clearly not compatible. So I'm running them a little bit slowly. I think Cyberpunk is probably one of the more fun ones. Like, it's not horrible, but every now and again you'll see like a car that is a little blocky and missing its textures and stuff. Oh, cool! This is a good way to train, actually. I'll just retreat every now and again.
Burning rush.
Burning rush. Anyway, yeah, and then the other display is another upgrade that I'm looking for, and that should help with my audio issues as well. Just because, like, right now I just have the HDMI card or HDMI running into a capture card for the PlayStation, and there's really no way of getting the audio through it because it just my audio setup is not perfect for that. There's no way to really route that out of there, so because my current monitors do not support the output of my capture card. But here I'm just complaining about my stream. But so all my issues related to my tech are just like pertaining to streaming, not actually gameplay. So I should just cut my losses. I just do streaming as a hobby. I can deal with a little bit of an audio delay, right? And then just hearing myself talk in my ear. That's totally okay with me. I shouldn't complain. I mean, I already have a really good setup. And I got a cheap hand-me-down graphics card that works just fine. It's not super dated. It can run most games. And like I said, it's still a step up from before. Better than what they give me at work. There's that. But I mean, they're also struggling with the same issues. Is getting hardware is just tough right now. Probably should be using some magic items or something. Make this go a little bit faster, but do I really even care if it goes faster? since I'm probably going to end up retreating here shortly anyway. Now we can spam X like bad, man. Oh wait, no, it didn't. That's right. That just is a flat one because it attacks everybody.
Spinning cane. Yes. Burning rush.
I forget how easy Burning Rush is until I actually like use it. Sun Rhapsody. I'll chop you up. Doesn't look good. Let's start this all over again. We'll actually head out of the forest and go and take a nappy nap at the inn instead of using my items. Yeah, it's cheaper. It's not that far to walk. Oh, but now I have to face these guys. We'll just guard. Oh, wrong person. Everyone's gonna guard. Everyone guard. And they're gonna attack Dart though anyway. It's gonna end up not being cheaper. Spooky. Closer on announcing that move. Spinning cane. How'd I do? We'll find out shortly. Ha ha ha, that one was right on cue. I'm sorry, I can hear the audio on a delay in my ear here. But I actually lined it up pretty good. I don't know why I'm so excited about that. Must have subconsciously like tracked the time. Or just got really lucky on that timing. But well, messed up that one. I don't know why, but the battle music in this is just so catchy. Yes. Stay for the night. I'd say it's like right up there with a Final Fantasy victory fanfare, in my opinion. You know what? You know what's a game that I haven't played in a while that I really enjoyed for the Sunday streams? It's like Dreamscaper. Why did I stop playing that? Same with The Road. Like, those are good games. Why am I playing Dragon Ball Z if I don't like it? But we're gonna give it another shot this weekend. But then yeah, if it's another 2 hours of like where are we going with this, then I think I might switch back to one of those two. I guess like with Road 99, right? That's what it was called. I completed a trip with one person, but I mean like I haven't unlocked everyone's story. So like that's another part of it. And I mean the replayability of that is just awesome. I think there's so many mechanics that I haven't gotten to use yet. I stole a car, which is one thing that I wanted to do from the start. But yeah, I don't know. Like, just the whole idea of that game was just fun. Like it actually did feel quite random, and then you feel good when you get that kid to the border from the decisions that you made and the dialogue that they presented you. Like, that's a game where you know, there was weight to my decisions, and I just like that.
Burning rush. Spinning pain.
And I also like the idea that like you can collect money and then put it in a place for other people to take at the end. And I just want to see how much money I can get in there
Burning rush.
for no other reason than to just see. Because like off stream, when I tested it to see if like it would be even worth playing on a stream, I kept getting my money stolen every damn day.
Spinning pain.
So that one, if I would have made it to the end, but I didn't, I would not have had anything to put in there. And then Dreamscaper was just fun just because it like you start over every time you die. I mean, you have to play through all the sequences again. And it had, again, you had to figure out the bosses, and if you didn't, then you had to start over. And then you just have to find the best combination while also simultaneously upgrading your character to make it easier for you to beat these bosses. So it's a bit grindy, but you're also figuring out the weapons.
Spinning pain.
So each playthrough feels a bit different. But anyway, I digress. So we probably will make a return to those at some point. And who knows, maybe I'll continue with these Tuesdays. And then just do something like a Try Again Tuesday or something like that.
Spinning cane.
But no promises there. With my schedule, 2 streams is a lot. So three has been busy, and I've only successfully done 2 this month. So
Burning rush.
we'll see how this next one goes. But that's a lot of evenings for me to give up. My evenings are rather busy, and are also the only time that I usually get to do stuff that I get to spend with family. And like I said, this is just a hobby, an excuse for me to play with lights, camera, sound, and I mean, I need better lighting. I need to fix this whole light dark side issue. Which I have a fix. It's just, it's not a great fix.
Spinning cane. Burning rush.
One thing that I have always wondered though is how does my singing sound on stream? Like I hear myself humming, but I'm not really trying. I also don't want I don't really have any original music, and don't really feel like getting a copyright hit on any of my accounts here. Plus, should I be trying out my radio voice right now? Should I be like, this just in, kind of a thing? Like, I don't know. Should I be putting on a persona? Now would be the time to do it before I start to get an actual following, right? Just experiment. I got really close to the mic there too, so it's probably gonna get real loud.
Spinning cane.
But yeah, I'm willing to like look into different games. I do have other games like lined up as well, and I definitely December will be busy for a game because I am going to play Halo on Sundays, and I am going to play the campaign until it is done, and I am not gonna play that campaign any other day. So it's going to be exclusively played for streaming.
Spinning cane.
And that's the campaign, that is, yeah, as I stated.
Burning rush.
We will... And again, another idea for Tuesdays is I could do like a Team Tuesday or something like that where I play multiplayer on different things. Like, Destiny was one of the games that I was going to play this month for Tuesdays already because they're doing their Halloween event. And I don't know, the way that feel like third string of 12 minutes seems a bit redundant at this point because I feel like I've went through all the dialogue. Like, I'm stumped. I guess I didn't go through all the dialogue on the one I did right at the end there, which is like the first thing I should have done, I guess, which is go through the desserts. There was a couple dialogue options that it didn't let me revisit, so maybe that will open up some more avenues for me if I go that route. But then, you know, I've always enjoyed the Destiny Halloween event, so should I do that instead and then just pick up 12 minutes on a random Sunday or something? Or like if I decide after this Sunday that Dragon Ball Z DLC is not worth playing, that I should just complete it there until Halo comes out in December. Or if I don't complete it, do I just wait until next October? That's an option too, but I feel like, you know, the time has passed at that point. Like, the game has been out for over a year. I mean, the time has already probably passed. Like, they came out in, like, September, right? And it doesn't feel like it's a super long game. And it's probably just that I'm bad at games. Like, I'm definitely fall into that casual gamer category. Hence why this is not my profession, but a hobby. Would it be fun to make it my hobby or my profession? Yeah, because I would love to do like the graphic design and like the increase my production value and all that fun stuff. But I mean, like, the possibility of that is slim. Maybe if I started when I was like a teenager and had all the free time in the world and the creative juices that aren't burnt out of me of the normal 9 to 5. Well, I start work before then, but you know what I mean. But that's also not an excuse because there's so many awesome creators out there that do have the production value and they do work constantly. I'm just making excuses for myself. So I guess basically what I'm saying is I just want this to remain a hobby. Keep it low pressure for everybody involved. Viewers, myself, my family. But like, all the aspects pertaining to it do sound super fun, is basically all I'm saying. Yeah, figured that was a mistake. I should have had her block. Oh wait, no, she's just unconscious? That's fine. You can be unconscious. And that's gonna wake her up, right? No? It's because it's the same move.
Burning rush.
Yeah, see, and we're done now. It's all good. No worries. So, I've been talking a lot of... Well... What does attack ball do again? Generates one of the attack items. So, like, what do I have in here? Well, we can get rid of one of the angel's prayers. But anyway, yeah, like, I've been saying a lot of negative things about, like, about this, but, like, one great positive thing is that, it has definitely forced me to, like, take the time to play video games. And it's something that helps with my anxiety, it's something that relaxes me. And especially during the pandemic, like even when no one's watching the stream, it feels like I'm playing games with people, because in the back of my mind I'm also like quite aware that people can come back and watch it. I can go back and make fun of myself for the random things that I say. Like, it's just a good time, and I got to make like a cool, in my opinion, a cool, playful camera frame and logo, which is watermarked down in the bottom. Which I could probably increase the transparency on a little bit more. But... And I should update it with my stream name to stuff too, but like whatever. Who cares? I mean, there's plenty of things that I can change. I can also add like, I don't know, like different themes and stuff like that for each game. But I barely have time to make a thumbnail most nights. And should probably also stop using 3D Paint, because I hate that program. Just so clunky. Clunky program. Why don't I have Rosen? There's really no reason to have Shauna in at all. She still gets experience from everything, so. I should also upgrade her stuff. Get a leather jacket. What is the abnormal status dispiriting? Night shield or powerless. So more defense or more attack. So she already has decent attack, right? Yeah, 13 weapon. 50 total, or 40 total, and 7, yeah, that'd be better, I think. get it up in par with their total. Night shield. Alright, and that should be good there. Oh. I was gonna get rid of something, wasn't I? Or at least use something. Yeah, we'll just get him the total, the full health again. Oh boy. Stuff is just falling apart. He looks the same age as me. What did I even get last time? What was it? Another Sun Rhapsody? Yeah, I got 3 of those now. Just gonna heal everybody up. Spirit potion. Alright. And now go this way. Keep a piece of equipment back up because I messed it up. Oh, that's gonna have to be moved again. I didn't put it in the right spot. Acquired a lance. I guess I should be making my way out of the forest again to save. Which means that this stream is coming to an end.
Burning rush.
Got about 8 minutes to my cutoff, but I was a minute late. No. I mean, kind of. I was actually a few minutes late if you think about the time that I was doing setup after 8 o'clock, but anyway, it'll probably be a bit while I make my way out of the marsh forest, wherever we are. Which, I mean, we have to go back to pretty much the beginning anyway to move on, to make our way forward again. If I do recall correctly. Go backwards to go forwards. But, yeah, so we'll go back to Chrono Trigger. Did I say Chrono Cross earlier? Chrono Cross is the second one. Which I think I also have that one. Oh no, I have that one on the Vita. I would have to get Chrono Cross on the PC or something in order to play it. Or I can get the hard copy for the PlayStation 2. But anyway, I still gotta beat the first one. So we'll do that. And I think last time I died, but I got it back to where I was before, off stream. So we'll pick up on that on next Thursday. We then will, and then this Sunday we will play Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot, the new DLC, which is the Trunks expansion, which so far hasn't really added any new story that we haven't gathered from, you know, Dragon Ball Z Super or Dragon Ball Super, the Dragon Ball Super series, or various Dragon Ball Z games like Xenoverse. Like, yeah, he altered time. Like, it just seems like we're playing forward to. We're playing what he recounted in the series. And like there's, yeah. It was like they were trying a new mechanic. And they're like, hey, why don't we just release this as a DLC? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I guess, needless to say, I'm relatively so far relatively disappointed in the DLC and the season pass for that expansion, or like the expansion pass and stuff like that for that game. The base game is phenomenal, though. If you like the Dragon Ball Z and you like that type of like game. It feels very much like the Budokai 3, I think it was, where you know, it's a bit more open world and you can travel around and stuff like that, while also going through the sequences from the TV series. So and yeah. So yeah, we'll give it another go on Sunday. If it just feels like too much grind and not enough interest, I'll probably just say nay on that one. Like, and if I start playing it out of stream again, and it gets interesting, then yeah, I'll probably pause or not save and rewind it, but and start it up again. But yeah, I don't know. It might just be that I'm bad at games. But up until that point, that game was really easy. So like, why is it so tricksy? But yeah, so far it hasn't really given me any new information into the Dragon Ball Z universe, that I already knew, and that just maybe because I know more than the average viewer, or I don't know, but anyway, I will look into these Legend of Dragoon questions that I asked myself, and we will check. I'll bring those up. I'll probably bring those up next week, or even on Sunday. So tune in if you want to hear the answers. I don't know. Actually, it would probably be more fair to just hold off until we actually have Legend of Dragoon content. But yeah. So Sunday, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC, and Tuesday. Pay attention to the schedule. I might change my mind on the 12 minutes and just play some Destiny, but I might actually play it off stream first to see if I do actually still want to stream it, and maybe if it might just be nostalgia for the game that is slowly dying in my mind. But I mean, like, which, don't get me wrong, I do like Destiny. I like their story, but the gaps between when you get that story is too great for me, and the price point is getting to be too much for me as well. And the time commitment. Like, I didn't really play any other games when I was playing that game, which I guess is true of most MMOs. Which is also kind of why I rotated out Elder Scrolls Online, even though I do really like that one. That one's a fun one. Anyway, I digress. It is time to end the stream. I would like to thank you all for tuning in, as always, and we'll see you on Sunday, and by then I should have a better idea of what my Tuesday stream will be, but there will be a Tuesday stream, unless I get sick again, which hopefully will not happen, because I don't want to be sick again. Anyway, have a great night, evening, afternoon, morning, depending where you are at, and catch you later.